We're going to open on a camera panning through the dirt paths of a bustling town. People in the street visiting, farmers going out to tend their crops, children running in the street after each other, giggling heartily, and so on. Nestled in the rocky foothills of the snow-capped Sword Mountains is the mining town of Phandalin. There are about 40 to 50 log buildings, most of which are surrounded by crumbling stone, indicating this must have been a much bigger town in the past. Phandalin's residents are quiet, hard-working folk who come from distant cities to eke out a life amid the harsh wilderness. The town has no walls and no garrison, but most of the adults keep weapons within easy reach just in case. Visitors are welcome here. The Stonehill Inn at the center of town offers modest lodgings and meals. You may reside here or be one of the visitors hearing of the quest offered, looking to make a quick buck. A couple of doors down from the inn, posted outside the townmaster's hall, is a job board for adventurers. There is also gossip about town regarding troublesome activity in the surrounding area. So, let's introduce ourselves. Who would like to go first? And maybe say what you're doing in the town of Phandalin. Should I roll on it? Kirk, you're first.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Hi, my name's Kirk.
Hi, Kirk.
I'm a D&D addict. No, just kidding. I am playing Sheldor the Barbarian. He's a portal, and I am in town just passing through, trying to sell the pelts from the animals I had hunted.
I am a Pesia the Quick. I am a forest gnome, and I am checking the job board because I want to see what's out there, see what quests are available.
You know
Some money.
Armida the Scrappy?
No, that was me.
I know, that's why I'm asking if she knows you.
Oh. No, I don't know her. I am covered in tribal tattoos, and I'm a little short, 3'5" gnome, and that's what I'm doing. Hanging out by the board.
Arn, what you got?
All right, I've got Vutha. I don't know where that must have been in the book. It means something. I don't know what. So I'm a bluish lizard man. I'm very spiky, and I've got a very thick, heavy fur cloak. And I'm hungry. So the best way to be not hungry is to get money, and that's why I'm going to check out the help wanted ads.
Noticing a theme with Arm's characters lately. They're based around food.
You're hungry?
Mhm.
I'm going to butcher your guys' names. Especia? You guys are at the job board. Sheldor, are you just passing through town right now? So I have posted a map of Phandalin. It's got all of your little shops and where you can go visit listed on there. Or, you could just be strolling through town, Sheldor, and you can see everyone at the job board.
That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm like, hey, that looks like fun. I'm going to go over there and see if I can get some adventuring on.
I'll read off where you can go. It's a little mining town. We have the Stonehill Inn, Barthen's Provision, which is a general store, the Lion Shield Coster. They basically ship goods here. The Miners' Exchange, the Shrine of Luck, and the Townmaster's Hall. So the job board is right outside the Townmaster's Hall. You see 3 jobs on the board, which I was also going to post in chat, but I guess I'll read them to you. Yay, Discord!
Single white male.
Seeking misconnections. The Dwarven Excavation Quest. Dwarf prospectors found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here and have begun an archaeological dig for treasure and relics. They need to be warned that a white dragon has moved into the area. Take the warning to them, then return to Town Master Harbin Wester to collect a reward of 50 gold pieces. The next one is the Gnomengard Quest. A clan of reclusive rock gnomes resides in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengard are known for their magical inventions. They might have something with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them. If you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it for yourselves, Town Master Harbin Wester will pay you 50 gold pieces for it. And finally, the Umbridge Hill Quest. The local midwife, an acolyte of Shantia named Adabra Gwyn, lives by herself in a stone windmill on the side of a hill a few miles south of Phandalin. With dragon sightings becoming common, it's not safe for her to be alone. Urge Adabra to return to Phandalin. Once she is safe, visit Town Master Harbin Wester to claim a reward of 25 gold pieces.
I think it's simple. I'm gonna talk to, the turtle and the gnome, kind of like I know him. That excavation quest is worth a lot of money, and it seems pretty simple. I think I'm gonna do it.
What's the split?
20, 20, 30. You get 30.
I get 30, you guys get 20. Good, sounds good.
Doesn't even add up.
I'm a barbarian, so you could say anything. My intelligence score is not the highest.
You guys gonna find a split?
15 each, and a 5 gold piece bonus to something to me.
Oh, yeah, because for your good looks.
To the shortest.
We'll just split it. 16.6.
We'll cut the gold piece into 3s.
You could.
We'll just melt it all together.
We'll donate the 2 extra gold pieces to the local religious establishment.
Okay.
Yo.
Or an orphanage, whatever you want. Or we can break it down into smaller coins.
The Sheldor the Barbarian Education Fund. So he can learn math.
Is there anything you guys want to look for or visit before you leave town?
How much are...
Doggy in the
Hey,
window.
cleric! Lutha, can you heal people?
If it's in my best interests.
Oh, okay. Is there anywhere to buy potions?
You know that there is the general store.
I got excited thinking we were going to have a healer on this quest.
Not this time.
There's a general store, and then there is the merchant company. But if you've been in town for a while, you know the merchant company has basically just weapons and armor. You could check the general store.
All right, I want to go over to the general store and see how much, maybe, what kind of healing potions they have.
Is there a general there?
I wear scale mail armor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you skin somebody else for that?
For what?
You walk into Barthen's Provisions. There's a couple people in there doing their daily shopping. You look around and you see goods and supplies, backpacks, bedrolls, rope, rations.
Okay, I go up to the counter and I kind of jump so I can see over the counter and say, hey, I need some help over here.
A lean, balding human man, about 50 years old, leans over the counter and he says, "Why, hello there, little one. What can I help you with?"
Hey, hello. I would like to know if you have any potions of healing for sale.
He kind of grimaces and says, "Oh, I don't stock potions of healing, but the acolyte, Adabra, carries those."
Ooh, can you point me in that direction, please, kind sir?
Like where this is going.
She lives by herself in a stone windmill on the side of a hill a few miles south of Phandalin.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't worry about it. All we're doing is a simple message run. I'm sure nothing will happen.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, by the way, I'm a notorious pirate.
Okay.
I speak thief's cant.
Is he a notorious butt pirate?
No, I'm not a notorious butt pirate.
The owner of the shop is a very pleasant man, but he does keep his eye on Vutha.
No matter where you go, people are afraid of you due to your reputation. When you're in a civilized settlement, you can get away with minor criminal offenses such as refusing to pay for food at a tavern or breaking down doors at a local shop, since most people will not report your activity to the authorities.
Nice.
I don't know if there's an ocean around here, but I was on the Dread Pirate Robertson's crew. Not Roberts, Robertson's.
You actually are very close to the ocean.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm here. I'm on shore leave.
You're on the Sword Coast. So the shop owner is going to keep his eye on Vutha out of just fear. He's not going to run him out or anything. Okay, so are you guys ready to head out to your excavation quest?
Yeah. I go skipping. We're on our way. Gonna go on a quest.
They did the scrappy.
She is Scrappy
Army.
2.0.
Yep.
So you guys head out of town to the southwest. It doesn't take long to get there. But, well, 15 miles takes you a little while.
That's a decent amount of time.
Yeah, I'd say, what
4
did I
or 5
read?
hours.
You guys could walk quite a ways in a day. So yeah, it takes you probably about 5 hours.
My legs are shorter. It takes me longer. I'm fast.
Well, Sheldor carries us home. Maybe a gnome wouldn't be too much more.
That's okay. Run fast.
Yeah, you sound like you'd just be hop skipping and jumping the whole way. So you guys arrive. The canyon's rocky walls rise to a height of 80 feet. At the end of the canyon, a 20-foot high wall of black stone has a broken gate carved into it, with one stone door hanging precariously by a hinge and the other door missing. Beyond this open gate, in the shadow of a great mountain to the east, lies a ruined settlement. All is quiet.
Okay, we're supposed to warn some people about some white dragon?
Are you hollering that out?
Yeah.
2 dwarves. They're dwarf prospectors come out. And they look pretty jolly. It's a man and a woman, and they say, "Well, hello there. How can we help you?"
Hello! You need to watch out for a white dragon!
What? We're in the mountain. What do you mean a white dragon?
Exactly what we said, a white dragon.
Oh.
White dragon.
Thank you so much. We will take caution. We might even head out of here. You guys busy today by chance? Got anything going on?
Yeah, we gotta hike back to town to collect our reward.
We warned you guys.
They kind of look at each other and they say, "We might have a little reward for you. You can do something for us.
Yeah, we're listening.
We have a pair of sending stones if you can go in there and get rid of the orcs that have been bothering us."
How big are orcs? Are they like 3 times as big as me?
Have you seen Lord of the
7
Rings?
times bigger than you.
Yeah, but it's been a while.
When the orcs carry off the halflings? Yeah, they're bigger than you.
Way bigger.
Okay.
They're humanish size, regular man-person size. Some taller, some shorter.
All right, let's do it.
I'm fatter.
How many are there?
And what's the reward?
Yeah, exactly.
The one dwarf laughs at the other and says, "You're an idiot." "Why am I an idiot?" "There's not orcs in there. There's ochre jellies." Your DM can't read.
I'd rather have orcs.
There are orcs around the area.
What's an ochre jelly?
They're like a slimy, disgusting jelly-type creature.
Are they acidic?
They would probably know that. Let's see. It is a large ooze. Ochre jellies are yellowish blobs that can slip through narrow cracks in pursuit of creatures to devour. Their digestive enzymes dissolve flesh quickly but have no effect on other substances such as bone, wood, or metal. So it's essentially Klex in monster form.
Well, they sound like clicks.
Mm-hmm. Damage resistances, I can admit. Acid. So yeah, they're acidic. So the dwarf says, they're acidic.
Yeah, how much, what are you paying us?
2 sending stones.
Oh, what's a sending stone?
Well, if you have a stone and somebody else has a stone anywhere else in the world, you can talk to each other.
It's like the tin can and a telephone. Hello?
Depending on the weather.
What else do you have?
They kind of look around. They don't have. We have our rations. We have a water skin, mining tools.
You're digging for treasure and relics. You haven't found anything yet?
No. Most of the dwarves already took that out of here. It's kind of a vacation weekend.
Well, you know what? I think we should do it.
But, if you don't want the sending stones, you can sell them for money.
As opposed to...
I think we should do it, guys.
Too bad one of these sending stones wasn't at the town. They could just, get on the sending stone and tell you there's a dragon coming. There is a dragon. Maybe we should just get the hell out of here and avoid all adventure.
Looking to do some adventuring.
Let's go find some treasure.
Okay.
Let's go hunt some orcs.
They high-five you.
Orc jellies.
So I can do orcs have ears?
Yeah, unless they've been cut off. I mean, some do, some don't, right?
Alright, I want to make a necklace out of their ears when I kill them.
Sheldor's a little slow. He must not know that they're orc jellies.
Yeah.
Ochre.
Oh, ochre jellies.
Ochre jellies.
I'll take fault for that. I thought there were orcs in here, but you're in a different mountain, maybe.
Okay, never mind.
You have a jelly necklace?
Nah.
How can you make a jelly necklace? Wouldn't it just, ooze off of you?
Sheldor's not very bright, okay? Shut up.
You guys are in a canyon, and you see an opening into this second chamber, if you want to move inside. Do you?
Yes.
I'm going to sneak in there. I'm going to sneak and peek.
Ooh.
You come into this area, which looks like an old ruined settlement. Everything's been crushed. There's nothing here. A lot of the rubble has been cleared out by the dwarves working here since they're excavating this area.
All right, guys, it's safe. Come on.
I'm going to make a gesture. Gesturing to the turtle to go first.
After you, sir. After you.
Are you afraid?
I'm afraid of nothing, and I go in.
You see the same rubble. Looking around, you may see ancient dwarf bones laying around.
Wait.
I'm gonna grab the dwarf bones.
You can make a dwarf bone necklace.
That's what I'm gonna do.
How large is a turtle?
About 7 feet, 6, 7 feet.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that'd make a nice necklace.
I weigh 450 pounds, too.
Wow.
Can I ride on your shoulders?
like an ant.
Now, remind me when we get to the suspension bridge, I go first. Can you climb a rope?
Actually, I have very good
Athletics?
athletics.
How?
Strength-based?
Yep. Strength is my top ability score, so
That's going to be real hard to envision. You're very slow until it matters, right?
I'm going to be skulking through, too, sneakily, stealthily.
anybody seen Revenge of the Sith where Yoda walks in with the cane?
Yeah.
And then he goes all Billy Badass with Palpatine, and then he goes back to walking with the cane?
Are you telling me that I signed up to adventure with somebody who looks like they walk like Yoda? Maybe I figured I could be faster than you, and if anything chases us, it'll catch you first.
Portals only live to be 50, and I'm 49, so...
Well, we know how this campaign's ending.
That's great.
Just kidding.
Back in my day.
To the east, there is an opening to the next area. Rogue, did you want to sneak ahead?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak ahead.
Do you want to roll on it?
I guess so. What do I do?
D20 plus your stealth. Your stealth will be your dexterity, and more than likely, you get your proficiency bonus on it.
25.
Nice.
5.
I'm going to try to be stealthy, too.
So am I.
Oh no. You guys are gonna ruin my stealth.
I rolled a 1. So, 4.
How's a lizard not stealthy?
I rolled a 21. How the hell am I going to be that stealthy? I'm a stealthy turtle.
You good. A partially collapsed 10-foot-high wall separates this courtyard from the settlement west of it. 3 heaps of rubble are piled high in this area. Hewn from the canyon's back wall, a 30-foot-high temple facade features steps rising to a stone platform. Cut into this facade is a 10-foot-high open doorway flanked by crumbling life-size granite statues of cloaked dwarves. Evil grins can be seen on their weather-worn faces. You guys snuck into where the 2 dwarves were having lunch.
I tried. I leaned up against some rubble and knocked a whole bunch of rocks down and made a whole lot of noise.
So the 2 dwarves, who did not introduce themselves, come in, and they actually sit back down at the table they were at and continue to eat their lunch. Not a whole lot in here.
Where's the cave?
There is another entrance to the west. They tell you that you gotta keep going back to the east. Not far now.
Why don't you take us there?
Well, we're hiring you to get rid of them. We don't want to deal with them.
Well, you got to show me where they're at.
Roll that convince one.
Persuasion.
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 Intimidation.
Ooh.
That one would work, too.
I got a 17 to persuade them because I rolled really high.
Right. They stand up and they kind of sigh and, we'll take ya. But we're not gonna fight. We're tired from all this excavating.
But we'll fight as long as you show us the way.
They take you to the east through another doorway, and you see spikes hammered into the floor, which actually hold open the sets of double doors. There is a cave in to the north, and you keep walking. There's nothing there. The next area contains never mind.
She gave away the ending.
Let's just call
guys.
it a day before we go into the next area.
The dwarves say, well, we've excavated this far in and cleaned this out before one of those ochre jellies scared us away. And they point up, and it's actually hanging off the ceiling above the altar.
All right, guys. I'm going to hide.
Can somebody roll a perception real fast?
Sure.
It's gonna be me.
I got a 9.
7. We don't see him, huh?
Not a 12.
You see exactly what I've described.
A blob on the ceiling.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna hide?
I'm gonna hide, and I'm gonna get my short bow out.
Okay.
Is it 80 feet? Wait, how far is it up on the ceiling?
These ceilings throughout are 10 feet high and flat. So it looks huge from the outside because it's cut into a mountain, but the inside's not terribly high.
I'm gonna kind of hide. And can I shoot it with my bow and arrow?
You can certainly try. Roll with advantage to hit.
Okay. 11 to hit.
You hit it.
You roll 2 d20s?
Yep.
And you got 11?
Yep.
Welcome back. You hit it. Roll for damage.
And you could add sneak attack damage.
Oh.
How do you do that?
She had advantage on the attack.
Uh,
She was stealthed. Your damage will be the weapon plus your attribute dice, so dexterity bonus. Plus your d6 for backstab or whatever they call it. Basically, you're hitting it in a vital spot or something like that. Just get the opportunity to do more damage.
13.
he knows you're there, so let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
4.
Yeah, my computer dice roll is really letting me down. Oh, natural 20.
Really letting me
21.
down. 21.
It's been rolling pretty shitty.
I got 12.
Vutha, you're up first.
Oh, I looked. It means black. I guess I shouldn't have been blue, huh?
It's ironic.
Isn't it ironic?
I'm going to toll the dead on it. It has to make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Rolled a 10, it failed.
All right, so it's been wounded. So 5 necrotic damage.
Well, it'll take it.
Right, take it.
Take it all, bitch.
He is the butt pirate.
Ah. Oh no. Poor Vutha. Are you done, Vutha?
Yep.
Sheldor, you're up next.
So is he up high or can I reach him?
He's 10 feet up, but if you're 7 feet tall, I can assume that you can reach him.
Okay, I'm going to try to hit him with my glaive. 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
8 points of damage.
What type of damage is that?
Slashing? The immune to slashing. Let me guess, he's going to split into 6.
Hey friends, it's your Dungeon Master Shannon. Right here, our Discord software decided to stop recording, so what you've missed is the party realized with slashing damage, the ochre jellies split into 2. Apologies for the interruption, so let's get back to it and enjoy the show. So, to try and
Craig.
hit Sheldor, yeah, fuck you, Craig. It got 13.
That's a big fat no.
Alright, the next one is... How close did you get, Nikki?
I am hiding and I'm slinking in shadows. And try to hide when lightly obscured from the creature you are hiding from. When hidden from a creature and miss, it doesn't reveal your position. So I assume that he can't see me, right?
If you hit it, it sees you. You have to try to hide again, so you'd have to move behind a rock and try to hide. The stealth rules are good to you gotta go through the stealth rules. There's a lot of... They're annoying.
That's okay, I'm learning.
They're not annoying. They're easy.
These guys are super slow, and Sheldor's right there. So the other one's going to go for him with a 23.
Nice hit.
Fuck you, Hodor.
6 bludgeoning damage plus
Nice damage. How many hit points? You got about 12?
6 acid damage.
Oh!
What'd you say?
6 bludgeoning plus an additional 6 acid.
That would kill me.
What the fuck?
Could have told the dwarves no. Are you dead? Are you down?
Hold on, I'm trying to do the math here in my head.
12 total.
Well, you start off with 12, right? Plus your
12
con
plus
modifier.
my con.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at, I'm at 3.
Oof.
I'm supposed to be the tank. The fuck, you sure this is for first level?
Well,
Right?
it said that first level may have a little trouble in this dungeon if they go further
It's
on.
fine. We'll be fine.
She just wanted to TPK us.
No, I don't.
It's hard to kill somebody.
After Sheldor gets his ass kicked left and right, you see another jelly coming out of the corner moving your way.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. I think we should run.
Especia. You're up.
I'm going to take my action and run away.
You're leaving the party?
Yep, bye, guys. Because I avoid serious personal risks.
All right, well, you can get through that hallway and then into where there were stairs up, like an altar type setting.
Okay.
So, Vutha, you have one party member getting his ass kicked and the other one just fucking ran away.
Well, lizard people are all about survival. So,
He's gonna run
I'm
away
gonna
too.
follow the gnome.
Fuck!
Oh no!
This is going to cause Sheldor to go into a rage.
Well, you are up, Kirk. Sheldor, what would you like to do?
I used my mace. See what that does.
Okay. You said mace,
Yep.
so that's bludgeoning.
Yep. 23 to hit.
That's a big hit.
11 points of damage.
That first jelly's dead.
2 more to go.
Did it split into another one? I thought there was just 2.
Well, one crawled in on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So there's the 2 that got split plus another one.
Fuck you, game.
You killed one of the ones that split. He's done. Before we go to the jellies, the dwarves see Especia and Vutha. I'm never going to get your name, Nikki. Run in. And you scare the shit out of them. Like, what? What's going on?
The big guy got slobbered.
Slobbered.
Clobbered. Don't know.
Covered.
You just left your friend behind?
Yeah. I just met him like 5 hours ago.
I don't know him. He's not my friend.
It seemed like the smart thing to do.
I kind of feel bad, but I wasn't going to die for him.
I don't feel bad.
The dwarves look at each other and they can't stand for this. They gotta run in and help. So the male dwarf runs in. We'll give him a club. And he runs up to that second split jelly and clobbers him. And he's down.
Hello, little man. How are you? You are braver than my 2 asshole companions.
You need new friends.
Nothing about being brave. I'm running back in now. It's about odds.
He's gonna run in and try to steal the glory.
Steal your money.
It actually is that other jelly that came out of the corner's turn. And by this time, he's going to move close enough. The only person he can get to is Kirk. To Sheldor. Oh, critical fail. He fucking tries to hit you and falls off the ceiling. And he's kind of just in a pulsating puddle on the floor. So, Especia, what do you want to do?
Can I see them from where I'm at?
Oh, you didn't run back in, did you?
No.
Do you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision 60 feet.
You can kind of see what's going on because in my mind I envision Sheldor and the jelly in the middle of the room.
Well, you know what? By the time I run back in there, it's going to use my action. By the time I run back in there, they're going to have it beat, so I'm just going to wait out here for them.
Actually, if you move your distance and then shoot, you can do that if you want to. You don't have to, though.
Are they in my way? Am I going to shoot through them?
Well, yeah. I think they're in the way of the jelly.
All right, you know what? I'm going to go in just far enough so I can watch them finish it off.
Do you want to reword that?
I? Shut up. I'm going to sneak in and hide behind a boulder and watch them kill the
Finish it
slime.
off.
Vutha, you're up. There's one slime. I would call it prone on the floor, I guess. So you could get advantage on it.
I'm just gonna.
Finish it off.
Yeah, let's toll the dead on it. A wisdom saving throw.
14.
It meets, it beats.
Then that did nothing.
That was a good roll. They have -2 wisdom.
Nice.
Sheldor, you are up. This jelly is prone on the floor and you are hurting. How do you want to handle this?
Fuck that jelly over.
Like, does it have the equipment for that?
Do I have advantage since it's prone?
You would have advantage, yes. This jelly has not been touched yet, but because it rolled a critical fail, it fell off the ceiling somehow.
16 to hit.
That's a hit.
13 points of damage.
Nice.
What kind of weapon?
A mace.
Yeah, he switched after that slashing. The dwarf, the female dwarf standing back just watching the show, but the male's going to take another swing with his club. 10 damage. The jelly's up. So he's going to correct himself and try to take a swing at Sheldor. Sheldor, you're my new Albus. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh!
Hey, that's like minimum damage, though. That's 4 bludgeoning and 3 acid.
Oh!
Only.
This is like the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game where you just died over and over and over and over again. Oh, I made it to the underwater level.
I gotta do death saves on my next turn, huh?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
This jelly just reaches out and punches Sheldor right in the face, and Sheldor falls back.
Plucks your life from your body.
It punches this 7-foot portal in the face from the floor.
It's a jelly thing.
Okay.
So this tendril stretches out. Pow! Aspecia, you're up.
Apecia.
A pesh Okay, I wrote it down in phonetics.
All right, I'm gonna take my short bow. How far am I away?
How far do you want to be?
You're not that far.
Okay, within 80 feet.
Oh yeah, you're like 20 to 25 feet away.
Okay. Hey, am I hidden again? Because I snuck and hid behind a rock. Do I get advantage?
Sure.
Cool.
Now that Sheldor's laying down and you can't hit him unless you roll a 1. Roll a 1.
19 to hit.
That's a hit.
9 damage.
That takes us to Vutha.
I'm going to come in to the battle, and I'm going to swing at it with my Warhammer. I got a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, sir.
For 6 damage. Is it alive?
Still up.
All right, I'm going to use my Hungry Jaws as a bonus attack and bite it. It rolled a natural 20, but I'm not going with that. That's too many natural 20s. So I rolled again, and I give myself disadvantage. A 19 to hit.
Oh, that's much worse.
Well, otherwise it would have been a crit, you know. So a 19 to hit, 8 piercing, and I will gain 2 temporary hit points.
When you go to bite him, somehow he shrinks down just enough that you, like, just eat him. He's gone. You might have a little indigestion for a day or 2. He's dead. Yay!
Woohoo! We killed him! Yay!
I'm gonna slide over to the turtle and start sniffing him to find out if he's still breathing, or if he's gonna be the dessert.
You find out that he's only mostly dead.
Let's find out how medicine works.
As you're doing that, the two dwarves are cheering and hooping and hollering, and they walk up to Pesia and hand her the 2 sending stones.
They can't find her.
Thank you, guys. High five.
They high-five you.
Can't believe you guys get the shit. I fucking did all the work and you guys come in and fucking do nothing and fucking what the fuck?
Oh, whoops. I accidentally shoved my finger in your wound instead of doing medicine. Oh, man, that sucks.
You don't know what's under those scales.
Yeah, the dwarves look at Apecia and say, sorry about your friend over there. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew him for like 5 minutes. It's okay.
Should have ran away with us.
He's got some cool pelts. Can we have those?
No.
Okay.
Where the hell are skills? Where's it talk about how to use a goddamn skill?
Aren't you a cleric?
I'm not gonna blow my first level spell. We get so many of those. We're going to stabilize him.
He gets 4, but he's gonna,
4? 2?
No, that's later. 2, sorry.
Medicine. Wisdom medicine check lets you try to stabilize a dying companion or diagnose an illness. Let's try using my skill. Ooh.
You diagnose an illness. You are bleeding out.
I got a 22 to stabilize him. What happens when you get stabilized?
Gives him 1 hit point.
Yeah, I think you don't have to make the death saving throws anymore. Does it give you a hit point? He might still be unconscious.
But I'm stable.
The best way to save a creature with 0 hit points is to heal it. Healing's unavailable. The creature can at least be stabilized, so the kill blah blah blah. Stabilize it requires a 10 wisdom check. It's actually pretty hard for me to fail.
I think I should have taken the
Don't
fighter.
jinx yourself.
No, you're at 0 and you're still unconscious.
Hey, big guy, I can't drag him.
You'll get 1 hit point after 1d4 hours.
You just lay here with him.
Well,
Start a fire.
3 hours.
what else? Is this all of the jellies that were in here, dwarves? Or are there more?
We only saw the one, and then that other one seemed to sneak out. I think it's okay now.
What's further down this hallway? Is this like a dungeon?
There is a partially collapsed room. We haven't been back there really yet. We haven't excavated all of that. It's still collapsed. There's another little tunnel back there, but I mean, I really can't tell you how safe it is right now.
Hey, dwarfs, do either of you have healing potions or healing magic?
Let's just say that maybe we do.
Can we have one?
I'll do it.
I can't kill a character on the first fucking outing.
I'm gonna clap my hands and rub them together, and I'm gonna feel for Kirk's money pouch before I bring him conscious. How much money do you have?
$10.
$10. I'm gonna go ahead and liberate that from you, and then I'll go ahead and wake you up. Oh, maximum 12 hit points back to you.
Nice. Thanks.
Woo! Welcome back! Yay!
There are 4 pillars in here that look pretty fancy. Hint, hint.
Ooh, I am going to percept the pillars. 8.
You see some pillars that are pretty fancy. Wink, wink. Does anyone else want to percept?
Percept.
Hey, what are you looking at? Ooh, yeah, nice. I got a 10.
I got a 24.
Well, as Sheldor stands up, weakened by his encounter, he leans on one of these pillars, and a secret door pops open.
Hey, guys, the secret door.
A little stone coffer falls out.
Stone copper?
Coffer. Coffer. Do you want to open it?
All right, I'm going to try to open it.
The bread box. Don't worry about it. I'll take it.
There's 15 gemstones inside.
Thank you very much.
Good job, big guy.
As this happens, you start to hear what sounds like a whole bunch of heavy feet coming your way.
Hide. I'm gonna hide.
I'm going to hide too.
Roll to hide. Or describe where you're hiding in this room.
What the hell? I'm going to jump behind one of these pillars.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
So the secret door, can I slide it and like hide in that spot?
It's not quite that big. It was just like a little secret compartment.
I'm gonna hide behind one of the. Like, what does the room look like?
There are 4 pillars. Basically, there's some rubble around the room that they haven't cleared out yet. There is a partially collapsed room that is to the south.
Is that where the noise is coming from?
No, the noise is coming from outside. Like whatever it is making its way inside.
All right, I'm gonna hide behind in the partially collapsed room,
Okay.
behind some rubble. I don't know.
It's 9 to hide behind a pillar.
Oh, do I have to roll something?
Since you had some warning that you heard them coming, I'd say just you picked a spot. You're pretty well hidden.
Hide and seek.
You kind of have advantage because you're so small. Sheldor, I mean,
All you see is a big shell peeking behind the pillar.
They might think it's a rock formation.
yeah.
Some rubble.
The dwarves are just standing there, just kind of in shock. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, they're not familiar.
You need to
with
get an
this.
artisan to paint your shell so it looks like a boulder, and that way you can just lay on the ground. The easy way to hide in a cave.
Yeah.
Good. You know, that's really a good idea because I have hide in my shell.
Hell yeah!
I can use hide in my shell as an action.
Why don't you do that?
Okay, I'm going to hide in my shell.
Behind the pillar.
You don't have. Okay, I was gonna say you don't have to yet, but so all of a sudden, there are 3 orcs that march in. You have to assume
Orcs!
there might be more outside, and they run into the 2 dwarves standing there.
I have a feeling we're going to have to save the dwarves, guys.
Okay. Just 2 orcs?
3.
3. Okay.
So the orcs draw their weapons on these dwarves.
Should we roll initiative?
You can.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the hiding. Can I shoot them from my hiding spot?
You can try, but first of all, they draw their weapons and they look at the dwarves and say, "This our home now. You leave."
What do they do?
If they were smart, they'd leave.
They're kind of quaking in their boots and they're slowly making their way to the door. They're not going to fight these orcs. They're here on a job and they don't want to fight. They called you in for jellies. They don't want to fight orcs.
And I can't ask the other guys what to do. I'm just going to stay in my hiding spot and see where they go.
So as soon as the dwarves leave, they put their weapons away and they kind of look around and then they see the leftover lunch that never got finished in the other room and go back to eat that.
I'm gonna sneak up to sneak up behind them. I'm gonna roll a stealth. I rolled it a 5.
Well, I guess I don't need to roll a stealth because
One of the orcs spins around and pulls his weapon. "Who are you?
Have you heard the good news?
What's the good news?"
Do you know what happens when an orc gets hit by a lightning bolt? Anyway.
He scratches his head. "What happened?"
The same thing as everything. Oh shit, I screwed it up. The same thing as everything else.
The orcs look at each other like, this supposed to be funny?
Yeah, I want to cast on them.
Start laughing.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave on their ass unless we roll initiative first.
I'll give you that move and then we can do initiative.
It's a 15-foot cube originating from me, so I'm gonna try to catch them all in this cube. They make a Constitution saving throw.
Since there's only 3, I'll roll on all. We got 15, 16, and 6.
What a bunch of douchebags. Alright, so on a failed save, the creature will take 4 damage, and it's pushed 10 feet away from me.
Hopefully not towards me.
The people who saved will take, how much damage did I do to him? 4?
Yeah.
Yes.
The people who saved will take 2 damage, and they're not pushed. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Oh,
It's really loud.
wow.
Oh, they know where we're at now.
I think I like flaming, burning hands better.
What I am thinking that happens, number 1 pulled his weapon out on you. So that's actually going to cause his weapon to fly away from him. The other 2 had their weapons secured to their bodies. So he's now unarmed, and we can roll some initiative.
28.
20.
17.
And the orcs got 15. So Sheldor, you are up. You are currently in the other room behind a pillar. I think you can make it back into that lunchroom area, but you're not going to be able to attack unless you have something else you want to do.
Oh, it's more than 30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet's going to get you just inside the door, and they're probably another 15 feet away.
I'm going to run through the door.
They see you run in. How many people here? This is our home now. Our home. Now we have Apecia.
So I am in the other room hiding, so I can go 25 feet. I'm going to get to almost the doorway to the lunchroom.
Yeah, you're pretty much going to get just behind Sheldor.
All right, I'm going to go there, but just like out of sight.
Careful, I might fart on you.
You would have probably enough room to shoot a bolt or a arrow.
Oh, so I can move there and shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're ranged.
You can shoot in between Sheldor's legs.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go behind Sheldor. Am I hiding?
You could stand behind him.
Yeah, you could use him as hiding, probably.
Okay, and shoot between its legs.
A noise. I felt a breeze.
Do you want to go for 1, 2, or 3?
So you were hidden, and you moved. I don't know if there's a negative to your movement for stealth or not. I can't remember, but we'll just assume there isn't right now until we read otherwise. I'm really lazy tonight, so I don't want to look up a bunch of rules.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you'd probably be hidden until
That's
you
kind
attack.
of how I work, is like, let's just keep the game going, and then I'll read about it for next time.
17 to hit.
Okay.
Point of order.
So that's a sneak attack, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You got it.
Cool. 6 damage.
Total?
Total.
That's what you're adding on?
We roll awesome. Vutha.
All right, let's go in and kick. I'm going to go towards the closest orc. And I'm going to go and slam him with my warhammer. Oh, yeah. I got a 22 to hit
Yep.
for 7 bludgeoning damage.
You kill him.
Oh, man.
Did you want to do more?
Well, not if he's dead. But I can make his body into a shield. It's a lizard man thing. They can take a short rest. When they're short resting, they can take like bones and stuff like that and turn them into a club or a shield. It's like a freebie.
I love that. The orcs are up.
Move the ears for me.
What? You need a new shield? I'll make you one out of orc parts.
No, I want to make an ear necklace.
The first orc is going to go for Vutha, since you're right there.
What a relief.
This is going to be the one that has its weapon, because I'm looking up unarmed strike right now. That is 17 to hit.
That hits.
That, oh god. A whole 1 on my dice, so that is 4 slashing damage.
Oh no!
I know.
Actually, that's actually a lot when you're first level.
I see. You roll shit on damage for him.
It bounced off my cord.
Now that he hit me, I'm going to use the Wrath of the Storm. So when I'm hit as a reaction, he gets shocked by an electrical bolt. He's got to make a dex save. He's got to get 14.
He's got to do it right now.
Yep.
No, he failed hard.
All right. He's going to take 10 points of lightning damage.
Wow.
You fricasseed his ass.
Yeah, you did. He's smoking. His hair's burnt up, and what hair is left is basically like straight up off his head.
Why does it smell like burnt bacon and feet?
Pretty sweet.
The unarmed orc is going to go after Vutha.
Oh, I forgot. I had temporary hit points.
Oh, yeah.
You hurt my friend, I hurt you! But he's so angry, he swings wildly. It's a 10 to hit.
Miss.
He just kind of punches the air and hurts his shoulder. Sheldor, you're up.
I'm going to go after the unarmed one with my glaive. 16 to hit.
No one saw that. That's a hit. I forgot I had a full beer, and so I just fucking went for it, and it went all down my face.
One question, do rages last over into the next battle, or do they go away once the battle's over?
They technically last an amount of time.
That's what I figured. It does 1 minute.
What do you think? Has it been a minute?
I don't think it's been a minute.
You should get more than one rage, don't you? You get more than one rage?
Yeah, but I don't want to wait. I don't want to use it yet.
We should probably rest after this orc one anyway.
If we think about it, didn't you die after that last rage?
Oh yeah, you got knocked to 0.
So I'm not raging. So just 14 points of damage.
Good lord. You killed him.
So just 14 points.
Yeah, just 14. You run up there and you basically cleave his skull in 2. The last shocked orc on, smoking. Pescia, you're up.
I shoot him with my short bow.
Are you keeping track of your arrows, lady?
It doesn't tell me how many arrows I have. Oh, 20 arrows. Oh, goodness gracious.
I think you've shot about 3.
But it's assumed that she picks her arrows up.
Yeah.
They used to have
Yeah.
rules on that kind of stuff.
Well, the rule is, you get, half of the arrows back that you've shot, I believe.
Taking notes for Star Wars. Only have certain amount of charges.
So, Nikki, we'll say so far you've picked up all of your arrows, and then you could start your count now.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
9 damage.
As Pescia's arrow flies from her bow, this shocked orc basically watches it in slow-mo come at him and hit him right between the eyes, and he goes, "We just wanted new home," and he falls over and dies.
Aww. I go run up there and I yank the arrow out of his face.
You pull the arrow out with a squelch, and a little bit of brain and blood matter comes with.
Is my arrow still good to use?
Yeah, it's a little sticky.
I like sticky arrows.
So you would want to take your arrow shot in the future You'd want to make sure that you're shooting at an enemy that's within 5 feet of one of us. You don't have to be within 5 feet of them, but you want them in melee with one of us. That way you get that backstab damage or sneak attack damage.
Oh, okay.
So they've got to be that who you're shooting has to be within 5 feet of one of your friends.
Well, she's always hiding in my ass, so we won't have to worry about it.
You're tall and she's small.
So are we looting the bodies?
They have hide armor, they have a javelin, and they each have a great axe.
I'm going to grab one of those great axes and attach it to my backpack.
And then I'm going to cut their ears off.
Good. You guys can have it.
I can't wear armor, so we should probably pick it up and try to sell it.
Yeah, it'd be like a pelt.
All right, I'll take the hide armor.
The great axe is probably the size of you.
Right?
The great axe is going to be the more valuable, probably.
I don't think I can carry that.
You can probably carry one. You don't have to use it.
I grabbed the other one.
Oh, see, it's already there. He's got it.
There is a third one that got shot back when Arn hit him, but
Okay, so she could go grab it and carry it.
yeah, drag it behind you or something like a sled.
Put her stuff on it.
Actually, the armor is the same value as the battle axe.
The hide armor?
Yeah. We can each take one. I'm gonna lop off an arm because I'm gonna eat it.
Ew.
Because that's what lizard men eat, dead things.
That makes sense.
I look at Vutha horrified.
It's good.
In amazement.
I guess me cutting all the orc's ears off was nothing, but he eats an arm, you know.
That's a problem.
All of this is weird.
Sheldor has 4 pristine orc ears and 2 very burnt orc ears.
Hey, Sheldor.
Yo.
Let's talk about what you found in that coffer.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah? We're a party.
I give you guys 5 each.
Thank you.
5 gemstones each.
Are we gonna do a short rest or a long rest?
Short rest.
Hey, Sheldor.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. When you got your ass beat and you were unconscious, you dropped this coin purse.
Oh, you're going to give it back to me.
I don't know what you mean by give it back to you. I found it and I was going to give it to you because I didn't want you to be poor.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. I don't even want a finder's fee.
So I'm going to make my orc ear necklace I just gave you 5 gemstones.
That's a party. What are you talking about? It's cool. I'm going to make harvest bone and hide from a slain beast, construct, dragon, monstrosity, or plant creature. Oh, I guess you couldn't do it from an orc. Never mind. It's too bad I can't make arrows.
How many dwarven bones did I pick up?
You just said you picked up some, but you're not too far from the room where there's more dwarven bones. You have big hands. You probably picked up a shit ton of femurs and ribs.
I was thinking about making earrings, but I don't have ears, so that wouldn't be...
You can hang them from your ear holes. Sheldor has a new necklace. Did you guys take a short rest?
Yeah. I made 3 darts. Apecia can have them.
What can I do with darts?
You can throw them for 1d4 piercing instead of an arrow.
I made arrows out of the dwarven bones, and I give them to Apecia.
Wow. It's charity left and right.
Woohoo! You're awesome!
Making friends.
Gotta 1-up me, huh? You gotta
Yeah.
7-up me, huh?
I can't make earrings, and I don't know what the fuck to use them out. What else to use them for?
You guys are awesome!
Did you guys want to head back to town, or do you want to see if there's anything else in here?
We should see if there's anything else in here. I think there was a collapsed room and something else.
Let's do some more exploring.
The collapse room has nothing. There's a tunnel to the north.
Let's go to the north.
There's a secret door, but
I found it.
you found it.
Passive perception.
Vutha opens the secret door, and as soon as the door opens, you see another jelly right behind the door.
I'm gonna slam the door shut.
Can they go through cracks?
They can go through cracks, but they're very slow. So you're going to see the jellies start to come through the cracks very freaking slowly. Do you guys want to run off to the north?
Let's ambush it. We can just whack at it while it tries to squeeze through the door.
We get advantage
Yeah.
because it's stuck there.
So let's roll some initiative.
16.
21.
15.
Jelly will put last since he's squeezing through the door. Pesia.
I am going to pull out my rapier. Yes, how do
No
you...
flashing, no flashing, no flashing.
What? Oh, is that a slashing weapon?
Rapier might be piercing.
It says piercing damage.
Okay, we're fine then.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm just saying, no flashing.
Yeah, that's piercing.
Okay, we're good then.
22 to hit.
That's a hit.
6 damage.
Lutha's up next.
Oh, that's me. I'm not used to the name.
What is happening?
You're up, good
That was good.
All right, let's take a swing at with the old war hammer for 8 to hit.
Yeah, meets it beats.
God damn, these things are pretty easy to hit, huh?
They are.
9 damage bludgeoning.
Okay, you got some ochre jelly acid kind of flinging everywhere. Sheldor, you're up.
Hit it with my mace. 13 to hit.
Yes.
8 points of damage.
The jelly's through the door enough to take a whack at somebody.
Keldor.
I hope so.
Pesia.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're going down now.
17 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Oh.
That's 7 bludgeoning and 2 acid.
Straight to 0.
Nice.
Pesia, give me a death saving throw.
5.
That's 1 failed death save throw.
I'm not gonna let anybody die.
Butha.
Let's take another whack at it with the old war hammer. That should be a hit.
Yep, 8 or above.
9 damage.
Takes us to Sheldor.
Going with the mace again. Woo! 26 to hit.
Jeebus criminy, yeah?
Nice hit.
7.
Jelly's up. Going for Vutha. 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
Miss, it's hurting. Pesia, give me another death saving throw.
8.
Oh no!
Oh no.
She's on death's door, Vutha.
I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying. It'll automatically stabilize at 0 level.
Sheldor, this jelly's not looking so hot, but it's still up.
18 to hit. 11 points of damage.
This jelly explodes all over the wall, all over the floor. Somehow, magically, you guys don't get hit.
That's because I'm standing behind the turtle.
So maybe
And I'm passed out.
maybe the turtle gets a little fucked up. Good job. You got 1 down teammate.
I'm all out of spell. Wait, what do you get when you have a short rest?
You get a spell slot
You
back.
get spell just like 1, then I'll heal. Let's heal. 11 points back.
Woo! With 2 to spare. Thank you, big bluish lizard man.
I did it so that I have a better chance of surviving what is to come.
For the children.
I did not do it for any children.
You guys, I don't think even. We'll just pretend you all introduce yourselves to each other. So Big Bluish Lizard Man is right. You have the north, you have an Explorer jet.
We go north.
You go into a room where there's 3 stone bed frames that stand against the east wall.
Like it's a boom boom room.
It says priest bedchambers, so you can, figure out who they're boom booming.
This place is mine.
They're diddling the children.
That's a common misconception.
Children.
Won't somebody think of the children?
Somebody think of the children. I'm doing this for the children.
Anything else in the room?
You see an opening to the south, and that leads you to a partially collapsed room. You see, half buried in the rubble is the skeleton of a dwarf priest wearing rotted red leather armor.
Damn right.
Looks like he was killed when part of the room collapsed.
That sucks.
This is just a copper pie.
I'm gonna search the priest quarters, and I got a whopping 10.
You see a lot of regret, and that's about it.
It smells like shame and regret.
Can I get to the priest to search him?
Okay. Apecia finds around the skeleton's neck hangs a holy symbol of Abathor. It's a tiny jeweled dagger on a silver chain. The symbol is inscribed with dwarvish runes, and it may be worth something.
Look what I found, guys.
Can anyone read dwarvish?
Oh, I can't.
I didn't write. Oh, Draconic and Common. Not me.
Nope, I can speak Elvish and Aquan.
Aquan? Oh, well, that makes sense. Threw me for a loop for a minute.
I do have I can roll religion.
Okay.
I got a 5.
We are just rolling aces tonight.
I'll roll religion then.
Okay. Vutha knows that it's just a symbol of Abathor.
I know the name.
18.
Apecia knows that Abathor is the evil dwarven god of greed. During solar eclipses, Abathor is appeased with sacrifices of blood and gemstones. It's like a cult. It's a bad religion.
Ew.
So yeah, the priest's bedchamber with 3 beds is very fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, to the south, there is a hallway. It is filled with rubble. There's potentially you can make your way through, but it's going to take a long freaking time to get through it.
Is it worth it? Hey, I'm small enough. Can I get through there?
No, it's sealed off by rocks. You're going to have to clear it.
I know. Unless you all want to take the time to clear it.
The room with the rubble?
Hallway with the rubble.
To the south, there's a hallway, and you can tell that there's something behind this collapsed hallway. It's up to you if you want to make your way through there or just move on.
We should probably take a look.
Hey, can you do your whole big boom thing, Mr. Blue Lizard Man?
No, man, I'm all out of spells. I'd have to take a long rest, which we have 3 stone bed frames.
I ain't touching any of those beds.
So here's the deal. It's either a long rest to get your spell slots back, or it's about the same amount of time to clear this hallway to make it through.
Let's just clear the hallway. Whoa. I'm looking up which god that I'm following, and I'm looking up the thunder and lightning gods, and I found one that's a sea goddess, right? So that if I'm a pirate, sounds good. Her titles are the Great Queen of the Sea, the Queen of the Depths, the Goddess of the Ocean, the Bitch Queen. She's evil.
I love her. Are you evil?
I don't know. I never came up with one.
We'll just see how it plays out.
More than likely, I'm going to be evilish, but, I'll give the evil that would give the money back once I realized he is an adequate fighter enough to help keep me alive.
So all for your own
Yeah,
means.
lawful. Probably lawful evil.
Lawful evil?
He split the gems, so I gave him back his money.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going with lawful evil.
Yeah, I'm unaligned.
It's evil with a honor among thieves, that kind of shit.
So I do what I want.
So you guys spend a little bit of time clearing
8
out this
hours?
hallway. Yeah, about 8 hours, maybe a little more. But it opens to this big room. The south has a shattered statue, and to the north is a full statue. It's a dwarf with horns, and it stares greedily at a glowing green gem in its hands. Very sparkly.
Is it a trap?
It's a statue holding a gem.
Yeah, like if I take the gem, is it gonna go all like...
I'll check for traps.
Okay, can I check for traps?
Sure.
Rolled a 1.
Oh, I got it.
Perfectly safe.
Right.
Nothing going on here.
What to do? I skip up there. Is anybody gonna stop me?
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you.
because you're greedy. What's going on?
I don't know. I didn't see any traps.
16.
It looks like something's going on here. Like, you can't trust it.
Don't touch it.
Hey, do a Skyrim and like shoot it with your arrow, like the like when you're the crystal fucking traps that shoot you, and you got to shoot them with an arrow so that they fall off their little perch. And
I got a bad feeling about it, and I wouldn't take that thing if I was you.
All right, I will stop.
I'm a very wise turtle.
What do we do? Should I shoot it with my arrow?
yeah, shoot the gem. Use a dart. That way you don't lose an arrow.
I was gonna say I'm gonna use a dart and throw it at the gem.
From where you stopped?
I don't know.
I'm gonna back up.
I'm gonna throw it from the doorway.
That's a good called shot.
Okay, roll to hit.
20.
This arrow flies across the room and
Dart
dart
made out of
this
orc
dart.
parts.
Orc dart.
Orc dart.
It's made out of an orc dork.
It's
An orc bone.
This dart made out of an orc's penis bone.
spacula, baculum. What are they called?
The penis bone?
Speculum?
I don't know.
I don't know it.
I don't know its scientific name. You Google that. I don't want that shit in my search history. You're gonna get some fucked up ads there.
A baculum. Yeah, made out of orc baculums.
This baculum dart flies across the room and just so expertly hits the gem out of this evil dwarf statue's hands. And immediately the entire thing explodes. Since you guys stayed in the doorway, you do get hit with some dust and rubble, but it does not hurt. And now there's another pile of rubble, smoking rubble.
Can I see the gem still, or did it destroy the gem?
Let's start digging.
Basically, if you dig a little bit, you'll see it there. It's a big old green gem. Somehow it didn't explode with the statue. They're very greedy. They don't want to destroy treasure.
All right, I'm going to go run up there and try to dig and find my gem.
It takes a couple minutes, but you find it.
One big green gem?
One big fucking gem. That is really it in this War of Excavation place. So you can head back to Phandalin if you'd like and collect your reward.
Sounds like a good idea.
Now you've got to go to the Town Master's Hall.
One of us should carry one of the stones, and 2 of us should carry stones.
Oh, yeah, I've got the 2 sending stones. So I have 1 sending stone. And who wants the other one?
I'll take it.
Yeah, you hold on to it for now.
I toss it over to Sheldor.
Or you could give it to me, and I could constantly be talking about it, like trying to convert you to my religion. Have you heard the good news?
Evangelize.
Have you heard the good news of Umberland?
Proselytize that shit.
Start with that she's the bitch of the sea. That's the
The
best.
bitch of the sea. the bitch queen.
That's it.
Well, have you heard of Agathor? I found his necklace.
The dwarven god of green. Green? Jesus.
Yes.
Green.
worst phone call ever. You guys make it back to Phandalin and head to the Town Master's Hall. It has a sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. It's right next to the job board.
Hello, we told your people about the dragon.
Through the door, you hear, "What people?"
On your job board.
Oh! The dwarves! Oh, greatly appreciated. And under the door, one at a time, gold pieces start sliding out.
50 gold pieces, one at a time.
50 gold pieces, one at a time.
Start counting them. 1, 2, 3.
I'm counting over here.
5,
Hold on.
6, 4. You owe us some more.
I'm gonna pound on the door and scream to hurry the fuck up.
They come a little faster.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10, 15, 20 minutes. There's a pile of 50 gold pieces that were slid under the door.
How are we splitting this again?
Yeah, we might as well split everything. Let's go to the shop. Let's what do you do that to the books where you make them?
Liquidate.
We're gonna liquidate our assets.
Our asses.
So you walk into the general store, and this jovial, balding older guy is like, "Oh, welcome back, everybody. How are you doing?"
I'm good. You see me? Hello.
Hi, little one. How can I help you today?
We have some liquid asses to do.
He just kind of looks at you like, "Did I hear you right?" "I'm a little hard of hearing, miss. What was that?"
We want to sell our stuff and split our money.
Oh, assets. All right, what do you got?
15 gems.
I have 5 gemstones.
Are we getting rid of the great axes?
I don't need them.
I don't need it either.
He's gonna start with your gemstones and say, "I can give you 10 gold pieces of gemstone. Each one 10 gold."
Wow. 50 gold.
Is this total or?
I'll figure it out.
No, you each got 5, right? So if you hand over the 5, he's gonna give you 50 gold pieces for the
Total.
whole haul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's let Arn total it up.
So the great axes are worth 10, and so is the hide armor.
Well, he backs up and he's like, I'm very sorry. I don't deal in weapons here. If you want to sell some weapons, check out the Lion Shield Coster.
Okay, what can I get for 1 big green gem?
Do you mind if I inspect it?
In front of us, yes.
He kind of gives you a funny look, but he doesn't mind, and he looks at it, and he takes his little one-eyed magnifying glass thingamabobber that jewelers use. It exists here.
A loop.
And he says, "Oh my. How does 150 sound? 150 gold pieces."
That sounds like you're trying to take advantage of us, and it angers me.
I was supposed to be the asshole.
I beat you to it.
It's worth 150. I can't offer more than that.
What do you give me for my hide?
Your hide?
My pelt?
He'll buy pelt. Oh, I'd say probably a gold piece of pelt.
Okay.
Wait, how much did he want to give you for the gem?
150.
How about 160?
How about 155?
No, how about hold on. How about 154?
Sold.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Now that plus the 50 we got, we each get 68 gold, and it's even.
But I still have a holy symbol of Agathar to sell.
Well, I want no part in the selling of that.
All right, Mr. Dan, would you like to buy my holy symbol of Agathar?
He extends his hand and he says, "My name's Elmar Barthen. So you have to call me Mr. Man."
Elmar Barthen, would you like to buy my holy symbol of Agathar?
He inspects it and he says, "Oh, get good feelings off of this, but I'll give you 30 for it.
Okay, I'll hold on to it.
That's fine. I don't need that. Thank you. Does that conclude your business there? Did you want to try the lion shield?
Now we got to go to the lying shield.
Now, above the front door, you see a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it. When you walk in, you see a human woman. She's about 35 years old, and she looks like she's in charge.
Large.
She's not large.
But she's in charge.
She's in charge. The large woman's in another place.
We want to sell our axes and our hide armor, which are all worth 10 base.
She's going to do a quick little inspection on them and say, "This looks like an orc axe. Is that? Do I have that right?"
Oh yeah.
She kind of looks at you and she says, "Generally, they're worth 10, but I think I'd like to give you 15. Because anybody giving trouble to the orcs, it's a friend in my book."
Fuck, sold. Wow.
So yeah, 15 for each piece.
15 more. How about the armor?
Did you each have a great axe and each have
Yeah.
armor?
Yep.
Yes. Yep. 15 for all of it. I mean, for each piece. So 15 times
Awesome.
6.
Sweet. All right.
She likes you. She likes anybody that is causing trouble to anybody who causes trouble to them.
Does she have chain mail? The base value is 70.
Yeah, that's what she's selling it for.
Awesome. I'm going to buy that.
And then that's probably where we need to end it tonight. However, next time we play, you guys will be level 2. Pachia the Quick was played by Nikki. Sheldor the Turtle played by Kirk. Vutha the Lizard Man played by Arn, and the Dungeon Master was Shannon. For ways to contact us or to find out more information about our Patreon, check out the show notes. Please rate, subscribe, and share. Thanks for joining our merry band of assholes. Until next time.
Nature or animal handling?
Animal handling.
I can speak with small beasts.
Oh, so could Gooder Chris.
Those are called children. What is this? Yuck. This holiday truly is the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life.
Worse
Worse
than the
than-
iced tea, truly?
Okay, no.
Worse than some of the stuff at Nick's.
Well, the first one I had was apple spice something, spiked apple
Ew.
spice. The crayon orange sparkler wasn't bad, but this one is holiday sangria style. It's just it all tastes like they soaked it in a fucking Christmas tree and put it in a can.
A car air freshener.
Pretty much. You've pinpointed the smell. Step 2 is washing it off.